And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Baseball comes your way on a Wednesday afternoon. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Houston Astros. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They've split the first two, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right. Just a little bit away from first pitch. Today's starting pitcher, Matt Manning. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub-350 ERA. And, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub-2s, they're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, good season last year. Opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
The other way. He dives but can't hang on. That's a base hit.
Showed some really nice patience in that at-bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Carson Kelly in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Next pitch is downstairs. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Close, but called a ball. 3 balls, no strikes. Runner at first with no outs here. Next pitch in for a strike, 3-1. And there's ball 4.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
And now it's Alex Bregman. First offering, and it just misses. Curveball drops in there. Vierling, the lead runner, out at second. Kelly on at first with nobody out. Rolled over to third. Over to Altuve. On to Jose Abreu. That's 2.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. First pitch, and it just misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
That clips a corner. Next offering is in for a strike. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. That one is absolutely belted. And gone. He blasts one out to right. His second of the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-0.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Little bouncer out in front of the plate. Gathers and throws to first. And the inning is over. Detroit adds 2 on this homer. And it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in Houston, and today's starter, Tarek Skubal. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, last time out, picked up the win, didn't allow a run, pitched extremely well. He doesn't have to be perfect, but if he can give another performance like last time out, his team will be happy.
Bounced up the middle. Over to first, in time. Nice stretch.
Batting second.
Now we check out the Astros lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Michael Brantley now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Line drive. Whips it to first. And they get Brantley for the out.
Batting third.
Here's Jordan Alvarez. Had the day off yesterday.
Alvarez.
That one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fly ball to right center. Carpenter settles under it. Squeezes it. And that will end the inning. Welcome back. Top of the second. And now the first baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Gleyber Torres.
Here comes the pitch. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
The next pitch misses, and that's ball 2. Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about it. That's a good thing.
Torres gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Timeout asked for and given at the plate now. Righty delivers. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And the right-hander deals. And that one is lifted in the air. And no one can get there. Torres rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay throw. They add on as the run scores all the way from first. It's 3-zip.
The times that these guys take infield before ball games, they work on this play right here. And when it comes together perfectly, nice throw to the cutoff man, relay to third. You feel pretty good about cutting that guy off and keeping him from getting a triple and getting it out.
That's out to center field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And next to hit for Detroit, Akil Baddoo.
Akil Baddoo.
That misses, and that's ball 1. And that one a little bit high. And he grounds one back up the middle, and it's through for a hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And the 0-1. In the air out towards right center. He can't get there. That should be extra bases. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1.
Well, it stinks to be down by, these runs early in this ball game like this, but you've got 2 outs. You've got to close the door because you still have a chance with how much time is left in this one.
Popped up first base side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the inning. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Tigers 3. And welcome back. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
The second baseman, Jose Altuve.
And here it comes. On the ground to short, Bregman. Slings it across. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Batting fifth, the first baseman,
Jose Abreu up to hit.
Abreu.
Abreu, a really hard worker, a guy who takes his craft seriously in the batting cages and on the field during batting practice. He's always trying to stay in the big part of the field, not trying to have a home run derby during BP, but understands that those are typically mistakes when you're trying to hit line drives.
One down, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
0-2 as he waves at that one. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Kelly makes the catch, and that'll do it. Offense held in check there. We played 2 full. It's the Tigers. On to the 3rd inning. And now the shortstop, Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
Manning back to work.
Well, he's back out here for the 3rd, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
And the righty deals. Out to short, Pena. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, that's such a routine play. Probably makes that throw accurately 99 out of 100 times or even better. But that one just got away from him a little bit, and he couldn't stay on the bag at first.
Carpenter takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swinging a foul straight back. Next one is off the plate, and it's 2-1. Out to center. Brantley in position. pulls it down, and he makes the catch. One away. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Third baseman.
Grounded out his first time up.
Bichette.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. Here comes Bregman around third. Cut off, now a throw home. And he's in there. And a run comes in to score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
One out, runner at second. Here's Gleyber Torres. First offering misses the mark. Bichette, the runner at second with one away. Next offering upstairs.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
There's a strike. Pena tosses to first, and Gleyber Torres retired. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Jokes makes the catch, and that's the third out. Run, one hit, one error, and one left. Back here at Minute Maid Park. And now the DH, Mauricio Dubon. The wind of the pitch. Swings through that one for strike one. Dubon starting as the designated hitter. Hitting seventh in today's lineup, and he was born in Honduras. Here's the 0-2. Tap back to the mound. Slings to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Batting eight.
So next up for Houston, Jeremy Pena. Good contact guy, good defender. Check swing, no appeal.
One ball, no strikes.
The pitch. Bounce to the right side. Takes it himself. And a couple of quick outs. Martin Maldonado up to hit.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Maldonado.
And takes low for ball one. Skubal, 26 years old, and he was a 9th round draft pick back in 2018. Next offering is in for a strike. Two outs. Goes down looking. Nothing doing there for Houston. They're on the short end of a. Back here at the ballpark, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Andy Ibanez. Now a pop-up on the infield. Altuve puts the squeeze on that one, and there's one away. And here is Akil Baddoo. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. And that's in there for strike one. To the right side. Tosses to first. Two quick outs here in the top of the fourth.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Vierling stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Two balls, no strikes, the count. Kicks and deals. And that one fouled off. In the air to left center. Alvarez heads towards it. Snags it on the run. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit, but they lead it 4-0. Bottom of the inning. Here's Kyle Tucker.
The right fielder, Kyle.
And the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Left-hand batter waits. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
The pitch. Tapped on the ground softly to short. Bregman throws to first, and they get Brantley for the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
These guys have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
The lefty ready and a 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. Over to first. And that is the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're back here in Houston. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's going to be Carson Kelly. The wind of the pitch. And that one upstairs.
Well, these Tigers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
Base hit center field.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to him.
The Astros turn to a new arm of the mound, Rafael Montero.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Bregman in the box now. No balls and a strike. The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Kelly aboard here at first with nobody out. Lifted in the air right center field. Tucker makes the grab, 1 down. Here's the center fielder, Kerry Carpenter. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Kendall Graveman getting loose out there. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And downstairs. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Over to second for 1. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Back here in Houston, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. The pitch. There's a strike. One of the skill sets Altuve brings to the table, he is a notorious bad ball hitter. But whether it's in the zone or out of the zone, since he debuted in 2011, no player has more hits in the majors than Jose Altuve. In the dirt. Fires over to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Now
so digging in, Jose Abreu. Struck out swinging his first time. And there's the strike.
Yeah, Boog, and Altuve, a 3-time AL batting champ and the first second baseman to win multiple batting titles since Hall of Fame second baseman Rod Carew won 5 batting titles between 1969 and 1975.
On the ground, right side. Gets it to first. That takes care of Abreu.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Up the middle. Tosses to first. That's the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. Welcome back. Here's the third baseman, Bo Bichette. Montero back to work.
That missed. That's a ball.
The 1-0. Up the middle, Pena. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
For the offense, that's basically as good as a leadoff double. You got a man in scoring position. Great chance to put something on the board right now. So we'll see how they approach it. On the mound, he's feeling some early pressure that he's got to try to work through.
Here comes Gleyber Torres. 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a slow roller. And he beats the throw. He's safe. Here's Josh Bell.
Batter, number 9, designated hitter, Josh Bell.
In there, and it's 0-1.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
To short, could be 2. Touches the bag for 1, and a run scores on the double play.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
And here is Andy Ibanez. First pitch just misses. Ibanez in his second season, 29 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. Next offering is in for a strike. That one the other way, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So they get. And welcome back. Well, we go bottom six. Now it's the DH, Mauricio Dubon. The pitch. And that's through there for a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Caught him looking for the K.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And the batter now, Jeremy Pena. And first offering is fouled off. Jeremy Pena, Chris, what a story. 2022 and the impact he had in the playoffs. He was not only the ALCS MVP, but he was also the World Series MVP when the Astros won it all. Up the middle. Bregman to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter. The catcher.
Maldonado measures 6 feet even, 230 pounds, and he was born in Puerto Rico. And first offering is fouled off. The Astros hitless so far in the game. Next offering is in for a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slide.
Ah, that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Nothing doing there for Houston. It's 5-0. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Kendall Graveman. This guy can bring it velocity-wise. Now the left fielder, Akil Baddoo.
Number 31, Kendall.
And a pitch. And there's a ball. Action in the pen down there. Ryan Stanek up and loosening in the pen. Next pitch in for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. Right-hander kicks, deals. Bounced up the middle. Now Altuve handles it. Throw not nearly in time. He's safe.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Vierling stands in now and watches strike 1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
The other way. Tucker makes the catch, and there's one gone. Then at first, and next up for the Tigers, Carson Kelly.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
That one's in there, 0-1. This one in the air right field. Could be extra bases. And that's going to kick into the corner. Baddoo around third. He will score. It's 6-0. Now it's Alex Bregman. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Here comes Kelly. The throw in. The tag out. Bregman into second, and he's got a double.
I think the base runner thought he had a better jump on that than the third base coach, clearly, as he tried to score from second. Third base coach was trying to hold him up, had both arms up, but he ran through the stop sign, and that's a costly base running mistake.
Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. He's already homered in this game. Pitch misses, ball one. On the ground, and that one handled to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Bottom of the seventh, and now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
The right fielder, Kyle.
And the pitch. Ball one there.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
That one down the line, and he grabs it in foul ground.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
And he deals. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The wind to kick the pitch. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Two down. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's a 2-2. The punch out there picks up strikeout number 7.
Always a tough call to make as a third base umpire. You're a long way away. It's not a great angle, and it happens so quickly, but it's part of the job. Sometimes just a coin flip.
Well, what do you got on it? I think he got it right. I think he went.
Yeah, I think so, and I think that's a good call. But you talk to umpires, and they say sometimes it can be really difficult depending on what color the bat is, what color the uniform is. Things that you just wouldn't think about come into play when they're trying to make a quick call like that.
What if we just went possession arrow?
That'd be great.
The wind and the pitch. Struck him out looking. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Alvarez up to hit for the third time as he lays off inside, ball one. Bounce to the right. Ibanez on to first. Yeah, they get the out on Alvarez. Inning over. The perfection continues. 21 straight have been retired. Astros go to the pen, and here comes Ryan Stanek.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
The 1-0.
That missed. That's a ball.
And a strike in there.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more guys that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Brantley in position. Puts it away for the out. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. 1 for 3.
Gleyber Torres.
In there for strike one. He is an absolute flamethrower, of course, and you don't have to watch very long, and the radar gun is lighting right up.
Well, you can see all the fans looking at the scoreboard after each pitch. I don't think you see it at the plate. You hear it go by.
Oh, 0-2 now. Stays alive. Right-handed reliever. Liner, base hit.
Now batting.
One gone, runner at first. Josh Bell at the plate now.
Bell.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Righty to the plate. That's in there. That's strike one. Chris, it seems like more and more guys are training to up that velocity.
Yeah, and they're understanding efficiency as well, from mechanics, from biomechanics. These guys are paying attention. They're
goes to second for one, and it's a double play to end the inning. One hit in the inning, but back here at Minute Maid Park, bottom of the eighth. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Jose Altuve.
Altuve.
0-1.
0-1.
The 0-2. Swing and a little roller right side. And he takes it himself for the out. And he's now just 5 outs away. He's got a real shot at this thing.
Yeah, bro, he is rolling just in one of those grooves where he looks pretty unbeatable today.
Abreu, batting with one down, takes a strike. Towards first. He takes it on his own. And a couple of quick outs. So just 4 more outs to get through. And the tension is building in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, and we can feel it in the booth. He's got these hitters locked up.
Jones in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
The Stros still looking for their first hit in this one. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll do it. Astros are down quietly. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. So a new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Astros, Phil Maton. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's the second baseman, Andy Ibanez. And a pitch. Just off the outside edge. Maton, in his 6th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, a slider, and he works in a sinker. The next offering misses, and it's 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Up the middle. Oh, nice play. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play. Next to hit, Akil Baddoo.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
At the belt and fires. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And now Matt Vierling. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Ibanez over at second. Baду at first with no outs. This to center field. Brantley on his horse. Nice grab on the run. And there's one down. Carson Kelly now at the plate.
The catcher.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
First offering, and it just misses. And another ball. Up and in, 3-0. And that's in for a strike. One out. Runners at first and second. Three-two. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with one out.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Brian Abreu.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man, and one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Next offering is in for a strike. Line drive, base hit, right center field. One run is in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only one away.
Back-to-back base hits. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up. Went the other way for the knock.
One out, bases loaded. And up next for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter. And that's in there for strike one.
0-1.
Bases loaded, one away. Next offering misses, and the count is 1-1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count 1-2. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Hector Neris appears to be getting loose. Out to short, base hit, and a run comes in. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only one gone.
Comes through with the RBI. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And that one is lifted in the air. Tucker makes the catch. And all the runners are tagging. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. Back here in Houston, we head to the bottom of the ninth. And all eyes on the mound as he begins the ninth inning, working on a perfect game. That hits the dirt, ball one.
I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
Swing and a miss. And it's a ball and a strike.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
This to third, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth. And now 2 outs away from history.
Well, I hope he gets this done. I mean, this is the kind of feat that can define a career. Hard not to root for him at this point.
Pena in the box again, takes a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
Slow roller to third. Zips it to first. And just 1 out remaining for Houston.
26 up and 26 down. 1 more out for a perfect game. This is awesome, Boog.
On the verge of baseball history here, and certainly one of the most dominating pitching performances we've seen. Everyone locked in right now.
Man, this is heartbreaking, Boog. I mean, just heartbreaking. 1 out from a no-no, and he gives up that first hit. Gosh, I'm sure he's just going to be thinking about that last pitch for a long time. So close to making some history.
And the batter now, Kyle Tucker.
It's 0-1.
That's in there. That's strike 2.
0-2.
That one just missing inside. And it's 1-2.
1-2.
On the ground to first. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, this guy was so close to getting into the history books. He pitched well all game long. That 1 hit in the 9th inning. Little disappointing, but he got right back on track to finish it out and get the W for the team.
8-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers, 8 runs on 17 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Astros, no runs, just 1 hit. 2 errors. They left just 1 man on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 8 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.